Hello everybody, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. So this time, I don't know. So every time I say as title shows, I'm going to talk about this one, and this time the title is this. But actually, I don't know whether you actually check out before listening to this podcast or not. So which is why anyway. But there's no other manner, or there's no manner except for telling you the title, which is why I'm thinking of. So I'm going to tell you the title of this episode. So of course there are other better ways to tell you, or I think there are other better ways to start recording, or so recording or creating episodes. But actually so every time I tell you the title, and because I thought that would be good for you. So anyway, so coming back to the original title. So the title is "Are Girls with Long Tongues Good at Blowjob?" So in this time, so I'm going to tell you again. So are girls with long tongues good at blowjob? So before actually speaking out other stuff related, or stories related to this topic. So I'm going to tell you the conclusion of this episode. So the conclusion is it depends on whether those girls having long tongues can wield them well or not. So I'm going to tell you. So maybe I should use other words. So it depends on. So whether girls with long tongues have high blowjob skills or not. It's up to, or such a thing depends on whether those girls with long tongues can handle or wield their own long tongues or not. Can handle or wield well or better or not. Which is the main factor influencing the techniques of blowjobs owned by those girls with long tongues. Maybe this explanation was more complicated than the first one I spoke out after the title. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you why I can say this one. So but you can understand this because you can understand by imagining a fighting situation, for example. So what I'd like you to imagine, or the image or the picture I'd like you to imagine this time is that, so thinking about, please think about that we are going to fight each other. So you are going to fight against me, or I'm going to fight against you. So I'm an Asian. So I'm an Asian. Anyway, I'm an Asian living in Japan. So my height is not so tall for. My height is not so tall in white society, or in the societies of Caucasian people, or in the societies of white people. So which is why if you are fairly tall, or if you are taller than the average people, or if you are taller than the average in your country, maybe you are taller than me. So maybe you're taller than I, which is the correct which is a grammatically correct expression of English language anyway. So in such a situation, so please imagine that both of us have long lances. Like you have a long lance, and I have a long lance. So in fighting situation, please imagine. So which one would you like to get, or which lance is it's better than which one? So the lances I'd like you to compare a long lance and a short lance, or longer lance and shorter lance, which are what I'd like you to imagine. So in this case, please imagine that I have a longer lance and you have a shorter lance. So in this situation, if you are tall enough, maybe you are taller than I am. So which is why so in such a fighting situation, but in such a fighting situation, I have a longer lance than that of yours. So which means, by my swinging that lance I have. So how should I say? In my mother tongue, that is called reach. But actually, so how should I say? So swerving distance, or so the length, comparing the length of lances we have. So I have longer lance, which is why if both of us swing our lances, so I can hit farther targets than your lance can. Please imagine that, because I have a longer lance than the lance you have, which is why, if both of us try to attack the enemy, or if both of us try to attack the target, or in this case the enemy. So in this fighting example, so I'm your enemy and you're my enemy. So in this situation, so I can attack farther target, or I can attack farther enemies than you can, which means, so please imagine that, at first we are distant, and you are far from me, and I'm far from you. So we are on the same stage, and so to attack the enemy, you have to approach the enemy to attack with lance. So but if you have shorter lance, and if I have longer lance, so there is a distance on which I can hit you, but you cannot hit me. Does it make sense? So I'm going to tell you again. So if both of us approach each other, and the distance between you and I, it's going to be shorter. So in such a fighting session, in such a fighting situation, and the distance between you and I it's growing shorter, because both of us are approaching to attack each other, and there must be a distance between there must be a distance that I can hit you, but you can't hit me with lances both of us have. So in such a situation, such a thing happens because I have a longer lance than the lance you have. I have a longer lance than the lance you have. So in such a case, in such a fighting situation, longer lance is advantageous than shorter lance. But actually, to beat me, of course, you need some kind of techniques to beat me, or to win the fighting. So in such a case, so you have to train yourself to, for example, it's fine to train your own muscles, or it's fine to train your own techniques for handling lances, which is why if you grow, or if you acquire how to handle, or how to build your own lance better than I do. So if you can acquire a technique, or if you can acquire skill for wielding or handling that shorter lance, and if you can handle that lance better than I do, better than I can in that fighting situation, so there's a possibility that you beat me, because even though I have a longer lance than the lance you have. So please imagine such a situation. So in such a case, of course, I used an example of a fighting using lances, but this is a case to a fighting using swords. So let me use opposite case. So for example, another example is, for example, if you are shorter than I am, but you have a longer sword than the sword I have, and if both of us fight against each other, so if both of us have the same levels of skills of handling swords, so in such a case, you are advantageous because you can attack further target, or you can attack further, or you can attack geographically, or you can attack further targets than I can, because you have longer sword in this example. So in such a case, I need to train myself for handling or wielding my own sword better than you do. I need a training for handling, for getting better skill to handle or wield my own sword, so that my skill has to exceed the skill you have to handle or to wield your own sword. In such a case, if I can successfully train, and if I can get higher skills for using sword than the skill you have, there's a possibility that I can beat you, and I can win the fighting situation. So like which, so if, for example, in the case of female, or in the case of females, so in the case of girls with long tongues, this is a case, of course, so when it comes to hitting further, when it comes to hitting a target located further than the ordinary ones, so longer one is good, and but which such a thing is not related to the length of tongues, because tongue is not so long as swords or lances. But if girls can handle, if girls can wield their own tongues well, so it's possible to give men more comfortable blowjobs, so more comfortable sucking technique or sucking services, like which, so what matters for blowjob is a technique for sucking and licking, so of course so experiences like how many boys those girls with long tongues have experienced, or how many boys those girls with long tongues have entertained by using their own blowjob techniques. It's really important. But actually, such experiences are important, and in this case, experiences means, as I have told you, so experiences means, how many boys those girls with long tongues have given head to, how many boys those girls done blowjobs, which is one of the most important stuff to, which is one of the most important factor to raise the techniques of blowjobs. I'm sorry for my complicated explanation. Anyway, so how many penises those girls have sucked, or how many penises so those girls have blown are important, and but by getting through such experiences, those girls with long tongues, can train their own tongues, including their own skills for giving those boys, or giving boys, or giving men immense comforts for example, such a thing, so sexual technique is such a thing, of course, so, of course, experiences do matter, but actually, so, we, thinking about nothing and just doing blowjob, that doesn't make any sense. So so to raise the skills of blowjobs. So what is necessary is to blow penises or do blowjobs, and it's of course and simultaneously it's necessary to think how to think about how to improve the skills of blowjobs, and those girls with long tongues have to improve their have to think about how to improve their own tongue skills, or how to improve their skills for blowjobs. So which is why which is how those girls can get higher skills of blowjobs. So coming back to the original topic, are girls with long tongues good at blowjob? So the answer is, of course, it depends on whether those girls having long tongues can use them whether or not. Or it depends on each individual, or it depends on each girl having long tongue. So if there is a girl having long tongue but having no experience of blowjob, she cannot be good at blowjob, because she has no experience, which is why maybe she doesn't know how to blow penises. So like which, what matters is techniques and experiences for trainings, for trainings and raising that technique or those techniques for blowjobs, which is what I'd like you to know this time. So what matters? So I'm going to tell you again. So are girls with long tongues good at blowjobs? And it's up to it. It depends on what whether those girls have high skills of blowjobs. It depends on, or up to each girl or each individual. I don't know whether it's a correct expression of English language, but the essence of this episode, or the essence of blowjob skill, is stuff like that. So that's it. Thank you very much for your listening. See you.